So as per the request earlier, I'm just going to show you how to get into your headstand. So if you want to bring yourselves down onto the mat, you're going to take your elbows down onto the ground. From there you're going to grab hold of opposite elbows. So this is going to become your base. Both hands are then going to come out in front, interlace the fingers, and then your head's going to come into the hands. If your elbows start to splay out towards the sides, you're just going to bring it back in again and just see if you can grab hold of the elbows. You don't want them to move. Obviously, everybody's body makeup is slightly different. So some people might need the elbows out a little bit wider, some people might have them a little bit closer together. But you'll see how you get on once you start to get used to being inverted. Okay, so hands out in front, interlace the fingers, and I'm just going to turn to the side just so you can see what I mean when I'm tucking the toes under. Hands out in front. So you're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, and then walk the feet in. So you want to walk the feet in as far as you possibly can. So even if you think that your feet are walked in there, see if you can get them just even a little bit further. You want to eventually be able to stack your hips on top of your shoulders. You're going to come up onto the balls of the feet and then maybe lift up through the right foot as high as you can. If you're feeling quite secure there, maybe taking some little hops, the foot on the ground, and then switching sides. So maybe you just want to hold it here. Again, maybe taking some little hops and then bringing it down. In between headstands, I like to take it through child's pose, just to sort of stretch out your spine. If you've been doing quite a few as well, it just helps you to regulate your breathing. Okay, so if you've got the hang of the base, I don't always recommend that you use a wall to stabilise you, just because if you start getting used to having a wall behind you, then you don't develop the core strength you need to be able to hold yourself in that headstand position. So once you get comfortable taking the wall away, try and take it away as soon as you can without causing yourself any injuries. But if it helps now, especially while I'm not there to assist you, to get you up into your headstand, you might want a wall behind you, just to give you that support, just to get away from that fear of falling. Okay, so if you bring yourself quite close to a wall, and then again, same thing with the base, grab hold of opposite elbows, both hands out in front, interlace the fingers, head into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips, walk the feet all the way in. Now you're going to lift up one foot. You might have the core strength to be able to lift that other foot up to meet the right foot, and if you do, then bring it straight up into your headstand. If not, what you might want to do is use that bit of momentum just to give you a little bit more of a swing to be able to press that foot up, and then you have got that wall behind you. Okay, so you're not going to fall all the way over because that wall will support you. From there, once you get up into your headstand, you're going to press up through the heels or maybe through the toes. You're going to take the arching out of the spine, so you don't want to be bending into your back. You're going to engage your core. So tuck the pelvis in, press up through the feet, engage the legs, press through the forearms. So you want more of the weight going through the forearms than you do in the crown of the skull. And then nice and gently just bring it all the way back down. Okay, so take it into a little bit of a child's pose if you need to. Just take a little rest. And then I'm just going to show you some other variations. So again, depending on where you're at in your practice, you might have already been able to get yourself up into your headstand, in which case you want to start developing a little bit more strength through your core. So you're going to come up through a tuck. So when you tuck, you're going to again take your base, opposite elbows, hands out in front, head into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips, walk the feet in as far as you can. Now when you tuck, you want to pull one of your feet in and up towards your bottom, and then from there you want to try and pull the other one in to meet it. If you get it there, flex the toes and then try and press the heels up towards the ceiling. And again, if you do this near a wall, then you're probably going to get rid of that fear of falling. And then once you get up there, see if you can again control it and bring it back through a tuck. So you're going to bend the knees, pull the heels in towards your bottom, tuck the knees in towards the chest, and really gently lowering it back down. Okay, so again, just taking a little child's pose if you need one, taking the knees back mat width apart, big toes together, sit back to the heels, reach the fingertips all the way forward. couple of breaths there. Okay. And then finally, again, if you're finding now that the tuck is really easy and you want to advance your practice a little bit more, then you can start coming up through a pike. So again, same formation at the bottom, walk the feet all the way in. Now from there, you're going to engage your core so that your feet come away from the ground, and then you're going to gently, with both legs, press your feet all the way up towards the ceiling. And then once you get it there again, just hold it in. And then to bring it back down, you do send your bottom back a little bit, just to sort of allow that counterweight to bring you back down. So lowering the feet all the way down. Maybe you want to do some taps, touching the mat, pressing it all the way back up. It's quite hard talking whilst in a headstand. And again, just gently bringing it all the way down and dropping it down. Again, just taking it through a child's pose for a couple of breaths. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a little bit more structure, a little bit of direction, how to get into your headstands. If you've got any problems, any questions, just send me a little message. For those of you that have been sort of subscribing to my YouTube videos, then the one that's going to be going out on Monday does come into a headstand from a wide leg standing forward fold. So it'll be the same sort of thing, but just whilst you're in it, you're just bringing yourself into your headstand that way. You'll see what I mean when you get the video.